Okay, I think we are live. Gotta check myself here. Okay, there's always this fun delay, so I'm just going to let you guys tell me if and when you are live with me. And I think I'll probably just dive in. I don't like to make these trainings too long because I know that we're all busy and that we all have things to do. So I try and make these as impactful and as value packed and keep them as short as possible. If you can hear me, I think there's a couple people that are with me live. Can you just let me know that you can hear me and see me? I know we always have these weird delays. Okay, let's just dive in. Okay, so I think, what I want to talk about today is the 5 most important steps that I took to grow my business to multiple 6 figures, and really beyond, I suppose. And by following these 5 steps, I allowed myself to really create a life that I had been dreaming about for a really long time. We moved back out to Colorado, and I was able to quit my 9-to-5 and just be able to have my kids at home, or be able to travel and stay home with them, or take them on vacations, or like we're coming into summer break and not have to worry about putting them in daycare, be able to take them to the pool. I was tired of living somebody else's, according to someone else's timeline, I suppose. So I'm gonna give you the 5 steps that I followed really religiously and really consistently. And if you have any questions as we go, and if you're watching the replay, let us know. Give us a hi or a thumbs up that you're here. And of course, if you have any questions as I go, just type them in. And if you're watching the replay and you have questions, feel free to just comment as well, and I'll always come back and answer you. Okay, so the very first thing, and I think this is definitely step number 1, and it might not necessarily sound like a step to you, but this is something that has actually contributed to the incredible success of my business, and this is a step that I take every single day. So I made my business a non-negotiable. Step 1 is making your business a non-negotiable. There is no plan B. This is your life's work. This is why you're here. This is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to earn your income. This is your vehicle to time freedom, to financial freedom, to any kind of freedom that you're starting your business for, right? It's a non-negotiable. So I didn't have a plan B. There was not going to be any going back to corporate. There was not going to be any going back to my executive director position. There was not going to be any quitting, failing, yes, but always getting myself back up and continuing on, right? Pivoting and continuing. So step number 1 is make your business a non-negotiable. Anytime you have a plan B, anytime you have some kind of a backup plan, you're always going to know in the back of your mind that you have an out, and you're not going to be able to be full in your business. I see this all the time with my clients, with women who I'm coaching, people on the lives, people in my Facebook group, even my own team members. I see this sometimes with them as well. So number 1 is make your business a non-negotiable. And what does that look like? So for me, for those of you who know my story, when I started my business, I was recovering from a kidney cancer diagnosis, and I was still breastfeeding my baby. At the time, I had a 3-year-old toddler, and I was working full-time as the executive director of a not-for-profit organization. And I knew that I wanted to, again, create my own life. And I was tired of building somebody else's dream and somebody telling me where I needed to be, when I needed to be there, what I needed to do, and when I could not take vacation. To me, I actually felt like I was living in a prison. And so for me, I really gave myself that entire first year, and I said, I know this isn't going to be easy. I'm obviously recovering from a health scare, and I have 2 kids, and I'm working full time, but my business is going to be a non-negotiable. And I treated it like a business from the start, which means that I had certain hours that I worked. And everybody always asks me, where did you fit it in? Weren't you so tired? yes, I was exhausted, but yes, I still found time to fit it in. And what that looked like for me, so those of you who have kids, or those of you who are still working full time, or those of you who are like me and still doing both, I literally only worked on my business on Tuesday and Thursday nights after my kids went to bed from 8:30 until about 10:30 at night, and then I shut myself off from it. I didn't worry about it. I didn't think about it. I was fully present and engaged in the rest of my life. And then when it came back time to work on my business again, I was fully in my business. These hours were non-negotiable. My husband knew, my kids knew, my family knew, my friends knew. This was the time that Erica was working on her business. And the other piece was Sunday mornings. I chose Sunday mornings as well from, I think it was like 8 until 1 o'clock. So those were my hours. I treated it like there was no option. There's no plan B. And the other part that I really feel that goes along with this is when we start businesses that are for any other reason aside from wanting to, yes, create a life that we want, create that time freedom, and create that financial freedom. That's obviously why we start businesses, but the really important piece that I think a lot of people miss out is when we feel like our business is aligned with our purpose, be it our life purpose or our soul purpose, we then feel like purpose trumps motivation, right? So when we feel like we're working towards something, or we're being guided to do something, or we have a greater mission, or like we're working on our life's work, we are so much more willing to make our business a non-negotiable. And when things get hard, we know this is what we're supposed to do. We know this is what we're meant to do. And so we find a way to keep going. We don't second guess ourselves, right? Whereas when we start businesses that are not aligned with who we are, not aligned with our soul purpose or our life purpose or our divine gifts, when shit hits the fan or things get hard, and they do in business, I can tell you story after story where I was absolutely shitting myself for all different kinds of reasons. But when you don't know if your business is aligned with your purpose or not, or your life's work, or you just don't feel like you have that mission, then it's so much easier to just give up and not make your business a non-negotiable. So long story short, how do you know your business is aligned with your purpose? One, it's a combination of these three things. It's a combination of one, what you really love to do. What do you really love to do? What lights you up? You have to love what you do. Two, what are your natural gifts? What are your divine gifts? And how can you build skill set to enhance those divine gifts? And three, how can you combine what you love with what you're naturally good at to create value in the world? And that's how you really know if you're aligned, right? With those, well, 2-3 things. So that's step number one, is make your business a non-negotiable. Step number two is starting with one-on-one clients. People always ask me this. Starting with one-on-one clients and not groups, and then later scaling to groups. And there's a few reasons why this is so important, and how this was a really crucial step in my success was that I got really good at creating transformation and incredible results with the clients that I was working with. So the one-on-one experience is great for a couple of reasons. One, because it allows you to learn how to make that transformation in your clients' lives. And two, it, sorry, my dog is like, I don't know what he's doing, but he's stressing me out a little bit. Okay, I think he's just laying down. One, it allows you to create an epic transformation in your clients' lives. And two, it allows you to bring in income and money at that higher price point, right? So when people come to me and they're struggling in their business and they're trying to sell these $197 offers or these $400 offers, or they're trying to sell group program, I can tell you that they're struggling to earn any money because one, it's hard to create the volume of people that you need to earn money off of group programs in the beginning of your business, right? So I always have people start with higher price point offers, one-on-ones, build your community, build your following a little bit, build your email list, and then once you have a big enough following to launch to, then wait till he licks you. Oh my God, Neve. I was like, what kind of a comment is that? That is hilarious. And then I thought I remembered the dog. That's so funny. There's a delay on here. Okay. That is so funny. Oh my God. I don't even remember what I was saying now because my heart just like sank. I thought it was some crazy spam comment. Okay. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So create your offering. One-on-one is definitely the best way to start, and then scale to groups from there. Okay, so step 3. Now, when we're all starting our business, this is something that I'm sure we can all relate to, and I totally fucked this up, and I made this exact mistake. And as soon as I shifted this, my business went from just a few clients here and there to fully booked. So the third step is think of your business, I guess, how do I want to word this? Think of your business as a boutique business or a boutique business, however you say that, as opposed to you trying to be out there selling to everybody, right? So in the beginning of your business, it's all relationship driven. It's very much based on relationships. 80% of your first clients will be people that you know or people that know of you through people that you know. So what I did was I completely went around everybody that I knew. I was too embarrassed. And I was like, I'm just going to start this Instagram page. I'm going to start doing all these other things. And, I wasn't getting any clients. And then somebody, I think it was a coach, and she was like, what happened? Did you network? Did you reach out and ask for referrals? Have you contacted everybody that you know and tell them what you're doing? And I looked at her like she was crazy. But what I did was I created my list and I started reaching out to people that I knew saying, here's what I'm doing. Here's my new business. Do you know of anybody who's struggling with XYZ? I'm pretty sure I booked 10 clients right away. And what it showed me was that I needed to treat my business like a relationship-driven business as opposed to trying to reach thousands of people. I'm now just trying to connect heart and soul one-to-one with individual people that I already know. So don't skip that part. Treat your business as a boutique or a boutique agency and very much built off of relationships. That is 100% where your clients are going to come from, right? So when we're trying to get clients come from two things, either building a new relationship, right? Building a new relationship or building on an existing relationship. That is the only way that sales happen, building on a relationship or building a new relationship. And you can look at all of the ways that we market ourselves, right? Getting on a podcast, what are we doing? We're trying to build new relationships. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, what are we trying to do? Build new relationships, but also build on top of existing relationships. When we're writing emails to our list, what are we doing? We're building on existing relationships. When we're holding workshops, when we're out there speaking, what are we doing? We're building new relationships. So that is where sales come from. And it's all about relationships. It's all about boutique, just thinking of our business as a relationship-driven business. So that's definitely my third step. I got my little notes here because otherwise I go off on tangents and I forget where I'm at. The fourth step this is a big one. And this is finally, I think, when people shift this in their business, this is when shit happens. This is when things take off. Okay, so what happens when people come to me is I see that they are focusing on the wrong activities in their business. Posting on social media, they're blogging, they're writing emails to their list, and they're not getting any consistent clients. That is because they're doing what is called internal marketing. So for those of you who work with me, those of you who've gone through my program, Soul Business Accelerator, you know that I bang on and on and on about internal and external marketing. So in your business, this is the fourth step. 80% of what you do, 80% of the tasks that you're doing in your business need to be external marketing focused. Only 20% of what you do should be internal marketing. So what is internal versus external marketing? Internal marketing is a way to keep in touch with your existing audience, to keep in touch with your community, with relationships that you've already built or established. External marketing, and this is where most of your time needs to be spent, external marketing is where you are building new relationships. You're getting yourself in front of new leads. Okay, so most people, when they're struggling in their business, it's because they're spending 80 to 100% of their time doing what they feel is safe, right? They're like hiding behind social media, writing the blogs, fixing on their website. That stuff is all internal marketing, and it's not going to get you new clients. As soon as we flip this around and you focus on 80% of what you do in your business, external marketing, 20% internal marketing, you're going to start getting results, okay? So what are examples of external marketing? My two favorites that I built my business off of, holding like sacred little workshops for people, 2 to 5 people, literally built my business to $10,000 months just by doing that. That's it. I wasn't on social media. I wasn't writing emails to my list. It was literally just holding these little workshops. Speaking engagements are external marketing. Paid advertising is external marketing. I don't recommend that, especially on Facebook right now. Thank you, Facebook. I used to love you, but I don't anymore. You're taking all of our money. So yeah, don't recommend Facebook ads, at least not until you're earning a certain level in your business and you actually are earning money to invest back into paid advertising. Getting yourself on podcasts. Oh, another one that I highly recommend and I teach my clients to do is getting published in the media, right? So rather than writing an article and sticking it on your blog, get it published somewhere, because what that does is it gets you in front of new eyeballs. It gets you to start building these new relationships. And those people will then come in and join your community. And the other good thing about getting published is it really increases your credibility as well. So when your community or your clients see that you're getting published, all of a sudden they're like, okay, well, she might know what she's talking about because she's been published in Thrive Global or Entrepreneur or Mind Body Green or Women's Health or whatever it is. Your credibility instantly goes through the roof and you're getting new eyes on your business. Okay, so step number 4, flip that from 80%, you're probably focusing 80% on internal marketing. 80% of your focus needs to be on external marketing and 20% internal. What else? Okay. This is also my favorite step because this is the one that it sounds so freaking easy and it will also get you the greatest results, but people don't do this. And I still to this day live by this step. I preach it, I walk the talk. It's consistency. Consistency and doing the basic, simple things over and over and over and over again until it feels fucking boring. Okay? Like, we don't just try one thing once or twice and it doesn't work and then we bail and we say, oh, that didn't work for me. We don't just write one article and it doesn't get published and we say, oh, I'm not a good writer, and we give up. Or we hold 2 or 3 or 5 workshops even, we don't get any clients and we're like, oh, that didn't work for me. Okay? This is what happens is people try things 1 or 2 times, they don't give themselves the opportunity to master that tactic, right? So we need to give ourselves the opportunity and the volume, which happens over a consistent time period. We're doing something new. We have to practice. We have to master it. We're not going to be perfect at anything that we do the first 5 times, are we? I'm guessing it took you more than 5 times to learn how to mountain bike, or more than 5 times to be able to run a 10-minute mile. Like, we think that in business, we can just try something once or twice or 5 times, and if it doesn't work, we throw in the towel. That is not how this works. Consistency over time, okay? So what does my consistency look like? In the first year, how I got to $8,000 months, every single freaking month like clockwork, I booked 2 to 3 workshops, and I got published once in the media. And that is it. That's it. Consistency. By 9 months, I was, I think, earning $5,000 to $8,000 a month in my business. And by the year mark, I was earning $10,000 to $12,000 a month. I quit my full-time job and I've never looked back since. And you better believe that I am still consistent as hell in my business. Consistency, the simple things on repeat, over and over and over and over until you are bored of it. And then when you're bored of it, you learn how to automate it, okay? This is the most important piece. So I hope that this was helpful for you. If you guys have any questions, please, feel free to comment. I'm so here for you. If anyone is really struggling, if you're looking for, support on how to get to those 5,000, 8,000, or even those 10 or 12,000 months, send me a private message or just comment on the live and I'll send you a message and reach out to you. And we can jump on a call and I'll share with you in the ways that either I can help you or we can even do a little bit of a strategy as well. What's off in your business and where are you struggling? Okay, I'm gonna keep this short and simple. I hope that you all have an amazing day and I will talk to you soon.